Alright, good morning, good day. This is the African Crypto Warlord. Today we're going to be reviewing about 18 coins, those that are not stables, so like BUSD, USDT. So we're going to check the actual altcoins, and we're going to be looking at them on the 5-day. And the general idea being is, this is Bitcoin on the 5-day. If it is above the green line over here on the far right, then we know that it can have bullish posture for longer term up to 29263. Why? Because positive drift is allowing it to stay above the mean. If positive drift fails, then you can look for extendo dampo down to 15,423. Okay, next one will be Ethereum. So Ethereum is currently stuck in a sideways motion, not good underneath $1,600. What is Ethereum's range? Ethereum's range is $1,120 to the downside, and to the upside it can wick to $2,076. So the general idea being is, this is the range for the quarters, for the next quarter, 3 months you could say, unless it breaks outside of the orange lines. Okay, then you look for continuation or reversal, but longer term continuation and reversal for, call it 6 months. Okay, so we have mean reversion over here, which will be true if ETH holds below 1586. Alright, then we have BNB. BNB has some negative drift coming, or has some positive drift backing it, keeping it above its mean at 295.80 cents. If you see expansion off of this, it can get to $337.5. You're looking for the positive drift, the negative contraction, whilst negatively correlated. So you're looking for the positive drift over here to turn into an expansion play, which is the easier long to see. Now, BNB starts closing below said line, keep it simple, 294. You will look for mean reversion to the downside, 255.50. Alright, XRP, same thing. XRP not as healthy as the others. We have negative drift below the mean, so for longer term play at 44 cents, you can see a mean reversion down here. Ideally we got this close. To not touch the mean would be stupid, so I'd expect one last wick up, but its range to the downside 32.76 cents, and to the upside is 55 cents. Alright, but you only get there if you have a miracle happen and get you above 44 cents with expansion. Alright, waiting for the bear play to play through. Hasn't played through as of yet, so we'll sit on this, be patient. Alright, who's next? Cardano. Alrighty then, so Cardano's downside is 2 cents. Its mean is 47.63 cents. And that's about it. Oh no, this is the same one. And 73 cents 45 to the upside. Now, there's some positive drift over here. Let's get a little bit more technical, and we will throw on the other VRE. There we go. So because we're in the middle of the range, failure point for ADA would be 3640. Can hold the bull trend above 3234. Mean reversion and its range, so if it breaks above, its initial stop will be 47.56 cents. Start closing to the downside of this one, 28 cents 07, quick wick down to 20 cents. Alright, Doge Poge. Okay, not looking healthy, but it is crypto. So, but the math is saying we are having a bear div form underneath the mean, under positive contraction, with short signal coming through, and a mean reversion at least to the first standard outlier. So it's the 5-day. We got 3 days to print. But what I would say is, Doge's fight will be at, I have to be pretty much just call it 0.88888 infinite. So if it can get above there, then it might be able to flick something around in the volatility indicators. The general idea being, let's put this one on. Yeah, so this will be a point of contention before it leaves. We just had across the 0.8888 It loses its structure if it closes below 0.82313 to the downside, at least to 0.075476. Okay, next is Matic. Matic having an outlier event with some expansion to the upside, still wanting to cruise into its trend. Alright, so what we'll say for Matic is if it's on the upside of this orange band, you can look for continuation to break into any one of its previous. Okay, let me just be very realistic here. Let it break down. So we're above any of those breakdowns, so we'll just put it to its max range at $1.5897. Okay, but initial target can be this $1.42. Alright, so you're gonna look for some expansion. If the expansion, the pump fails, if this candle closes, if this candle and the next candle close below $1.10, its initial mean for a bull div to still keep this bullish structure 0.9258, and longer term mean will be at 0.8665. And then to your downside, if you fail completely here, you can expect obviously a hidden bull div or bull div form, because it's be a lower low region, 0.744. Alright, getting a bit hung up here. I think patience would be a virtue if you do trade that coin. I don't. Alright, so who have we got here? We've got Solana. So Solana is quite shit because the data is not loading up, but it's currently experiencing sideways. So its downside target is $12, its upside target is $34, and to break out of this trend it needs to hold above pretty much 48.89 cents. Okay, so the blue line, I become very bearish on Solana if it starts closing below. The pink line, I become a little bit more bullish on Solana if it starts closing above. These are ranges off of distribution cones. Alright, I don't want to get any more technical than that, so I can maybe put on a reverse wave trend, and we will see that when this crosses through here, we can expect a pullback down. Alright, when this one crosses through here, if this hasn't pulled over, you can expect a rally to the pink line. Alright, currently contraction phase, and was positively correlated, not so good, some sideways action. It loses its steam at 23.064. Alright, closes below there, the bear mean reversion will play through, confirming all this to the downside. Okay, PolkaDot. So I left a little thing over here, and I should have put a notification when it hit the words. Anyway, so PolkaDot breaking a range over here beautifully. Came in, has been holding above this orange line. Failure at this mean when it does get here, I suppose, if it does get there. $80.19 is the mean. It can look for more upside targets once it starts holding above 12.89.6, and if it fails this mean or fails whatever it's wanting to do here, which it could, we'll need to get some targets for that. Let's put on these. There you go. Okay, so any closes below, let's be super specific, any closes below $6, all these lines start to flip the data to the other side. So you can expect it to save its bullish structure at 5.848 cents if it does start to curl back down here. Alright, hold above the orange line, look for continuation to $8.20. Litecoin. Alright, so I heard Litecoin is actually a good coin to trade. There's some liquidity, active traders, so I might give it a bash. But I trade spots, so right now I'm not gonna be giving it a bash. Alright, so 94 needs to break above that. It's gonna be quite hard for it, seeing as it has negative drift, which is pretty much gonna start backing up over here. Let me put this reverse wave trend on, seeing it a little far away. So there you go, you start closing below $87.77. Look for the instant liquidity at 73.43 region. More than likely on the next 5-day candle in this orange line and that all line up, you can expect a pullback in. Otherwise, if Litecoin holds above this orange line, it still has contention at $95, but given It can set many little hidden bull divs on this low term time frame. Highly unlikely given that this is a downside signal, but seems to be holding up on the 5-day, so there must be positive drift. If that positive drift does hold and it gets above 9.5, let's go get another range. Need to switch all these off and put that on for y'all. We can say the previous breakdown structure, $103 to $122 if we can make it out of here. Mean reversion, big liquidity at 56, and initial targets. If it does fail from here, it will want to find stability in this region, more than likely when these two lines line up. So I'm going to say 25th of Feb. It could be down here at 69.66. Alright, let's go to Shib. Shiba Inu got some positive drift on it. Whoa, what's happening here? Hey, what's happening here? Okay, so Shib doesn't want to be a friend. Has positive drift on it. We're gonna have to watch that like that. I don't know why this is all of a sudden happening. Anyway, has some positive drift on it. And yeah, so Shiba Inu, if it holds above 1194, you can maybe expect the target to 1562. If it closes below 1194, you can expect the target to 8330 with some positive drift in the book. That's pretty good. Let's get a little bit more specific. Switch that on. So it still has a range to test here. It'll pretty much triple 11.7. If it fails there, you can expect it to try and hold bullish posturing at 9.97. Positive drift seems to want to, if it does want to wick down to this region, 11.7, the positive drift should be able to keep it above there. More than likely the positive drift could keep it above this mean if that happens, back up to this 1550 target. Alrighty then. TRX is above the mean, looking like BTC. A little bit more postured over here, better postured. Not in the volatility sake. So this is sideways action expected. Sideways action above the mean could be good for longer term breakout to the upside, and that could be 0.68 cents or 0.54 cents to the downside. You'll see the downside move starts to play if this fails mean reversion. If this is true mean reversion, and true mean reversion will be if they close the candle below this, then the rest of the market's the rest of TRX's low term time frames will follow through. AVAX. So I have some homies that invested in AVAX. Sheesh, guys. Alright, so those yields, right? Real good. Could make more when you press sell. Anyway, so we have some positive drift coming in here, being denied with the RO mean reversion. Any failure below $23.18, you can expect down to $8.83. Any closes above 23.30, you can expect $35. And you close above there, you can look for further mean reversion. Let me put it on this one. No, we want reverse. And need to be a little bit, this one's a little bit crackhead. Alright, so there's a call for liquidity at 15.89. So if this holds structure going sideways here with the positive drift, I'll say that even if it pumps, and I'm going to be very zealous. Oh, we've even got another liquidity at 12.37. So these are two ranges. It can hold its bullish posture above $14. Ideally, if it doesn't close below $16.35, this could be continuation. Any dumperoo that does come in here to touch this orange line, can more than likely be saved by the positive drift in the book. Alright, so then we're on to UniSwap. Looking like it doesn't have a decision to be made as of yet, even though there's some good posturing. Bear Super Scalper is saying initial to the downside. It's needing to look for some help for this. So you're going to wait for red flashes to switch off. If red flashes switch off, you know the trend will more than likely want to continue down to $4. Or if you hold above $7.09, you can look for continuation to $9.65. But that'll only happen if there's positive drift in the book. Currently, very confusing to trade UniSwap, but I wouldn't trade UniSwap, at least on the 5-day. Maybe on the low some time frames, it's doing something. Cosmos, or aka Atom. So Atom is actually looking quite interesting. We're looking, this would be a good experiment to come back to, or not experiment, it would be a good case study to come back to because it's reliable results. Once Atom or Cosmos closes below, let's just say $12.89.6, you can more than likely look for continuation to the downside. Why do I say that? That will confirm negative drift. Downside $8.88, mean is $12.90, to the top side is $17.03. Okay, let's just be a little bit more specific for this guy. There you go. So coming into the regions can hold its bullish posturing at $11.47 for longer term. Linky, stinky linky. Yeah, let me do a super good analysis for this one. Alright, so contraction, positive drift. Alright, contraction, negatively correlated, positive. So this guy can float up to $8.27. Its target to break out to the upside to those stupid numbers it had before is $11.76 currently. Let's go through on those guys. Switch those guys off, put those guys on. Okay, that's cool. Let me do a zoom in on the stinky linky. Now, this cross and these bands will be a level to come test back to. If this is strong, you could maybe expect run by the 20th of Feb, a pullback. If this does get quite bullish, alright, it's quite a long way away. But there you go. What's this? This is Leo. Not that I've ever heard of it, but it is Super Scalper hit its outlier expansion, still in its trend, searching for $4.28. If it fails there, it will want to come back down to $3.61. Breaks above $4.26. It can run to $4.907. Alright, hope that's helpful. Bottom side of this market, seeing as it have big ass wick down here, even if it fails, if it holds above the orange line, it will form a hidden bull dip on certain oscillators. Alright, it's still in its trend. What kills this thing is as soon as the contraction phase comes in. Yeah, so monitor Leo and Ethereum Classic. Right, Ethereum Classic, pretty much looking like Ethereum. No, not that. No, ETH, I'll be right back. USDT, Binance. Okay, Ethereum Classic. There we go. Yeah, see, that's ETH looking sideways on 5-day volatility. This Litecoin as well. So there's a mark off liquidity 1756. Hold its bull structure at $20.06, and it starts closing above $22.56. It can get trimmed at 24, but if it can hold 24, it will be $31.92. So $31.92. Alright, hope that was helpful. If you do find this information valuable, please do smash the like and subscribe button with your face. Much love, African Crypto Warlord out.